Hi, my name is Sam. I am a salesman with Envirocast Wall Systems in Loudon, Tennessee. If you have any questions about our walls, you can find us on the internet at envirocast.com. You can contact us by Googling us Van Husco, Loudon, Tennessee, and you can call the main number and they'll get you in touch with one of the staff. I want to show you a site here that we have gotten prepared. It looks good in some aspects, and some aspects need some attention. This was an excavator's first attempt at this, so he did a pretty good job overall, and he's just got a couple little corrections to do for us to set walls. So I wanted to take this one to show you guys what you need to do to prepare for Envirocast walls to be delivered to your site. So I'm gonna switch the camera around. All right, there's the entryway. We need about 40 feet entryway, and we need that gravel as level as possible coming off the road. So we deliver our walls with tractor trailer. We set them with a minimum of a 65-ton crane, and so the access is very important. You think of a semi-trailer pulling into your yard, most of your driveways are not going to be wide enough. So we need that flare at the road, and there at the gate, it flares out on each side. So, and then you have the road out there, which is going to allow access. The actual truck, he will have his nose right up against that wall, and then over here, he will have the back of the trailer close to that post as he comes in. So that gives you an idea of space they're going to need. And then you're going to need access graveled all the way through. Here we have what we call our crane pad, and this is just a graveled area that is level, and the actual crane will set in there, and then our trucks will back up here, and the crane will pick from the trailers, and then they will swing the walls into place where a crew will be down below in the basement cut. So we're gonna take a look at this crane pad, and you see it's marked. It's got some paint in it, maybe a little hard to see, but I'll give you another look at it from the downhill side. And we like these crane pads to be as level as possible, because the crane has to get level to swing the weight of the walls. So when you look back there, you can see that crane pad is fairly level. We need them 30 wide, 40 long, and that's in feet. So 30 feet wide, 40 foot long, graveled crane pad. We like the rock that they use there, between the 1 and 2 inch rock. This is the footprint of the walls that we're getting down to. You see on that bank over there where the gravel wall comes up to the edge of the cut wall, we have plastic for wind and rain erosion. This here has been stacked gravel. It has been hit with the compactor. They've compacted the footprint. They've compacted it in lifts of 8. So this being about 16 inches, has been compacted twice. All of our pins are measured. So you see what we have here is about a 5 to 6 foot top of our gravel footing. Now this gravel is 1/2 inch stone, and it'll come down here towards the end. You'll notice that he has a pipe which runs about 12 to 18 inches outside of the line of his pins. You'll notice also here I've got one thing that says add. That's because that pin there, we need at least 2 to 2.5 feet beyond that pin, so we have a stable surface to put the walls on. So he needs to add just a little rock here. Otherwise that looks really good. And it's easy when you're putting rock in, you don't have pins in place, to miss that. So no fault to the excavator. That happens a lot. Here we're at a curve. We're barely just in the right spot right here where we can get away with not adding rock. Good on that corner, good on that corner, good on that corner. But as you see here, we kind of get narrow between this spot right here and there. And so I've painted this for the excavator to add more rock right here in this area to give us a good 5 foot across base. So we have a good 2.5 foot on the outside of each pin. So as you see, he's only got about a foot there. So he really needs to come out about a foot, 1.5 foot, and then when it starts tapering, then he'll be fine. Same thing on this corner, it's cutting it a little close. Just needs to add a little bit right through here. So as you back up, you look at it, you can tell that that's just a little close. And as it goes down the wall, again, it's kind of difficult when you're doing it the first time and you're not recognizing where your pins are. If you're going to do this, you may want to put some long rebar in the ground so you kind of have an idea where your wall's going to go. Because in this area right here, you see that he's real thin right there on the corner by that pin. We have to have that about 2 to 2.5 feet outside the pin for that to be stable for the set crew to walk on without having it fall off the edge and not having enough base up there for the walls. So that's pretty nice. He got his plastic in. I mean, I've seen plastic look better, but I've seen plastic look worse. You can kind of tell that there was some contamination that would have rolled out into the footprint of the wall if the plastic hadn't been there. So if we look down, we see that everything looks pretty good. Overall, this is a decent site. There's a few corrections to be made before we can set the walls, but this is what we're looking for. We're looking for the 1/2 inch stone compacted to within a 1/2 inch of level. If you go over there, all the way around through here, it's been checked for grade and it's within a 1/2 inch. When the set crew comes in, they'll use their laser, they'll use a aluminum screed board, and they will get it set to grade. Again, we have our pipe over there and we have our pipe over there. The crane will be up here. The trailers with the walls will be back behind where my pickup truck is setting. We'll set these walls. They'll probably start in a corner. They'll brace it and they'll go in that direction, then this direction, and then when it's set, they will brace the walls up, and then the builder will come back and do footers back behind this, and then he will pour a little footer here and then come in with the block or monolithic turn down when he pours his slab, and then he will do the back of his house daylighted with wood structure. It's important because he's going to be backfilling up to some level here, and that's where our walls shine, is where there's going to be backfill. He's also going to do a masonry porch up front, so our walls will just run on the back side of that, and then he'll come out and do masonry up front. So if you have any questions about how to prepare for a site for Envirocast walls, or have any questions about our walls, I'll just give you a brief rundown of what our walls are like. They are a concrete outer shell with insulated inner shell studded out on the interior. You can see that on the Envirocast.com website. And we use an 8,000 PSI number 6 rebar. We use columns within our walls for strength. We're just brutally strong. And if you're interested in using this wall system for your build, contact us at Envirocast.com or look our number up at Van Husco in Loudon, Tennessee. We look forward to hearing from you. Have a blessed day.